welcome to part 2. The Dudes Like Us podcast.
I'm used to hearing this quicker because I play you guys in 1.25 speed.
Oh, so we sound like...
Yeah, pretty much. No, it's more like bum, ba, bum, 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 bum. It's actually a cooler song if you play it faster.
Do I sound better in 1.5
Yes.
or in 1?
1.25.
1.25.
Yeah, so
I sound better?
An hour podcast goes down to like 45 minutes.
Ah, very nice.
Yeah.
So should we start making our podcast 45 minutes?
No, because then it would be 30.
Yeah, because he'll always
You can
play
make it an hour and a half, and I can do it in
He doesn't know how to change the setting. It's always going to be 1.25. So we have to stick with the hour 15.
No, but speed that music up. It's cool.
Interesting. Okay.
I don't believe that's it, is it?
It's not it.
It is.
Oh.
Are we going straight to the bourbon?
No.
No. Okay.
All right, well, here we are, second half of our June 5th. Is it June 5th?
It's
Yes,
June
it
the
is,
5th.
June
Because
5th.
June 6th is D-Day.
That's
tomorrow.
right. So what do you think the guys were thinking this time?
When they
before
jumped
they're
out of the
launching-
boat
Before they were launching.
this time?
So D-Day is tomorrow. You know you're about to breach this beach.
How much do you think they really told
You're on
them?
Omaha Beach.
All right, hold on. So, folks, welcome to the Dudes Like Us podcast. We have our host, I'm Sean.
I'm Paul.
I'm Jeff.
And I'm guest Chuck.
He is a guest, Chuck. Chuckster, thank you for coming
Yes.
back. Hadn't been here 2 years, you sassy, frassy mofo.
You kept
No,
fighting
that's
us on it.
I don't know,
Kept
man.
finding it. We were like, dude, why come back? No,
I
I'm not
don't-
ready.
I don't know.
I
I'm
gave
not
it a-
ready. I'm not ready.
I imagine
I-
they're shitting bricks.
I had to have my transition surgery first, so I appreciate you guys are waiting.
Oh,
You know,
wait to June.
hey, it's
you wanted
June.
to come
Yeah,
out in June.
I wanted to come out in
didn't
June.
you?
So,
Yes.
and I appreciate you guys as super gay headbands that you got rocking
Super
here too.
gay.
You could thank
Super
Sean
cool.
for those.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Why aren't we wearing them?
Rainbow
this is
band.
June. This is June.
Where's
Pride.
mine?
You don't get one.
I got pride.
Well, man,
Mine is
this is
big.
these bandanas are from the burger joint in downtown Oklahoma City called Spark. So Spark, they sell fantastic burgers. I was down there and they had these guys. They were like in these official little roller skate outfits
Okay.
with the tight pants and go fast stripes, tall white socks, and they had these bandanas on. I was like, "Hey, you got those bandanas for sale?" Yes, they're like $30,000 a piece. I was like, "I'll have 4."
But you only bought 3 because, you know.
No, I bought 4. I bought one for Austin and us. But you know what, Chuck?
What?
Moving forward, I will include you because you
Yeah,
are
bro.
a main
Bro.
component of the Dudes Like Us podcast.
But yeah, you guys look like
But you have
super
to be
gay
gay.
Bjorn Borgs.
Bjorn Borg.
Check us out on
Lord.
Instagram, Dudes Like Us -podcast. Test us on Facebook, Dudes Like Us -podcast. I mean, it's like redundant, right?
It might be, but, you know,
We're on things.
that's okay.
We're
We're legit.
and how many episodes?
100, but you do doubles.
200 sounds
they
way
don't know
better.
they don't know
200
the production
episodes.
stuff.
200 episodes.
We have over 200 episodes at this point.
That is a huge accomplishment.
It really is. And I'll tell you what, I got to make a shout out to Jeff, whom has put out 99.9% of those. Thank you.
It's good one.
I
Serious.
think it's more higher than that, actually.
99.99?
I don't think it's
99,
100, isn't it?
Actually, it is because I edited one that never got posted. So it is
Probably why
100%.
again.
Well done, Jeff. Well done.
And they started at 75, so let's just be fair. To be fair.
To be fair.
We haven't done that in a
That just
long
happened.
time.
Actually, I think we did it last episode.
We did?
Might have.
Either last episode or the one before that. But before that, it'd been quite a while.
That's that letter Kenny G or
Yeah,
whatever.
I've started watching that again, and it's smart, man. Smart humor. That's why you don't get it, Paul.
It's
But
very-
have you gotten into Shorzy yet?
Shakespearean.
I
Did you get
told
Shorzy?
I told you what turns me off is
Chicken
the,
fucker?
Yeah, it's the idiot.
Tit fucker?
The only clips you guys ever send
Oh,
me.
why don't you go fuck your mother?
Yes. The only
What's that
clips
label?
you ever send me is that
Just a
fucking
different bottle.
annoying guy. So it makes me go, okay, I'm not going to watch the show because that
He's a
guy's,
writer.
'cause
He's
that
the
guy's
main
so
star.
irritating.
He's got a very small part in that show.
Well, then I might watch it because I find him annoying as hell.
He's not a main character.
Wayne from hang on, Wayne from Letterkenny is Shorzy
It's a
also.
lab sample.
No commercial value. Lab sample for testing purposes only.
Yeah, we're checking it out. We're verifying that the bourbon sample that we're doing for the
Yeah, we're trying to pull up the specs so that we're prepared when we do talk about it. But we're not talking about it right now because now
we're talking about D-Day.
We're talking about D-Day.
D-Day.
Well, I asked the question. I was like, "What do you think was going through the soldiers' minds, just the frontline guys, 6 hours before they left? I don't even know what time they left in the morning to make the journey over the English Channel to get there. Right?
Probably 4 days prior.
It's probably a 6 hour boat trip. Actually, they're probably on the destroyer, and then they launched off of that, right?
Right.
Or whatever.
Off the loaders, the landers, right?
Yeah.
But you always wonder how much
those little mini boats. There's a name for them.
They look like
they did not come.
shoeboxes.
Those did not come all the way, right? They all loaded them on a bigger ship, and then they loaded them off.
Yes.
And then
landing
vehicles came.
Yeah, they're
off of
troop
that.
carriers that went back and forth to the destroyers.
Yeah.
Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
Well, per the Dwight D. Eisenhower website here, the World War II D-Day, the invasion of Normandy, the D-Day operation of June 6, 1944, brought together the land, air, and sea forces of the Allied armies in what became known as the largest amphibious invasion in military history. Operation gives codename Overlord, delivered 5 naval assault divisions to the beaches of Normandy, France. The beaches were given the codename Utah, Omaha, Gold, Juno, and Sword. All this stuff is crazy. There was a ton of people, 7,000 ships, even those little landing crafts that were, what was the name of that movie? Was that Saving Private Ryan?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, that movie was insane. I know, Paul, you mentioned that you saw it and cried. I saw it, didn't cry, but I felt like I was in awe.
Yeah.
I walked away. Actually, went on a
that
date.
and Band of Brothers were very ripping emotionally, right?
Yes.
Crazy. The whole experience is crazy because you think about the age of the kids, and Jeff brought up, what are they experiencing in that boat? Let's say you're being dispatched off the main boat, and you're in that small fucking shoebox, and you're heading towards the beach.
You have
And
no idea
just
what to
getting
expect.
pummeled by waves, vomiting.
and
people are
explosions.
sick.
And then you're in range of the
explosions.
machine guns, and you're hearing this blink, 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 blink.
And
you're
you
like,
can't see
oh,
anything
yeah.
because you're below the fucking
You're below the
walls.
level, so you can't see it, and the bullets are going through some of the armor of the boats, and they were killing people in the boats before they even got out. So they were in the
Horrific.
ship, hitting the beach, and before that fucking little land ramp drops, they're already dead. So people are jumping over the sides to save themselves if they see their brothers in front of them just perish.
Which they would die also because of the weight of their
Gear.
shit made
Yeah.
them sink.
Absolutely
Yeah.
horrific.
Or they lost half their shit, and they don't have their gun or their helmet anymore.
Yeah.
And then they
They're done,
managed to get to the beach.
I mean, would you rather do the beachhead way or be dropped behind airborne?
and they were spread all over the
in
place.
the
I'd
wrong
like to see
spots.
what's behind door number 3.
I read something where the paratroopers missed their location. They were supposed to do some damage prior to them getting there, but they were off course.
Yes, they got spread out all over the
so
place.
that could have changed the course of D-Day.
Yeah, it could have.
And some beaches
interesting.
were easier to
They didn't
land
make a
on
movie about
than
that.
others. Yeah, they didn't know which beach was most fortified or whatever, and they would do blimp aerial reconnaissance and try and take pictures. But man, you never know what.
It was all built
Or-
into the rocks.
Okay, right? Yeah, they're concrete set in stone or whatever. They're all
well,
right.
and a big part of it was they were not heavily fortified or they didn't have a lot of soldiers on the West Coast. The Germans had they,
Yeah.
then it would have been a totally different outcome. But
they were able to establish and move
apparently
on,
they couldn't. I know this sounds stupid, but apparently they couldn't wake up Hitler. Hitler didn't want to be disturbed, and his generals wanted to do something because they got intel or something, but they couldn't wake him up. And have you guys ever heard that story?
I've never heard that.
Is that movie where he's talking about, he's talking to his generals and he's slamming the table and he's saying, if I'd only just,
Dude, the reality is if he had listened to his generals, it would have been a different outcome, that war. But I don't know, maybe not. It's always easy to
I don't know.
say that kind of shit.
We've all played Axis and Allies, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, right?
The Axis never wins.
Oh, well, okay. Oh, well, then never mind. Yeah,
Yeah.
never mind. Yeah.
Never.
Yeah.
I mean, you got too many many American manufacturing plants. They just throw, bombers and tanks.
You
And,
ever watch Man in the High Castle?
Is that the one
we started to watch that.
That's where
if Germany did win and
They
they
did
took
win.
over half the United States.
Well, no,
and the Japanese got
Japanese
the other half.
and Germany win the
Japanese
war.
and Germany, yeah.
Is it good? I tried to
got
watch it.
Through
I tried to watch it.
2 to 3 seasons, and Julie tapped out, so I haven't picked it back up. But yeah, I liked
you
it.
made
Yeah,
it through that far?
Shelley tapped out halfway through the first season.
Yeah, I tapped out on the second episode.
It may have been 2 seasons.
I don't watch
in.
anything with my wife.
Nice.
I can watch anything I want.
Did you watch the Acolyte?
There's no tapping.
No, pass.
No.
Acolyte the new fag Star Wars thing they got going on.
Yes.
No tapping.
I mean,
I'm going to watch it because it's
they're
Star Wars.
transitioning.
But, you
I'm
know,
going to pass. I don't care if it's Star Wars or not. I'm not going to succumb.
I'm going to watch
At what
it.
point do you go, yeah, I'm done?
I'm not there. So
do you still have Disney Plus?
I'm there.
Do you still have Disney Plus?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anybody else?
I do not.
No.
I piggyback off of Sean's if I ever do watch it. I think I watched it once.
Yeah, I watched Sean's.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Well, a lot of people are cutting the hell out of Disney Plus now. Mine's bundled with my Hulu, and I'm like, I don't pay anything extra for it, so I'm like, well, it's there, So what am I going to do?
I'll watch Little
You
Mermaid.
know, I haven't seen it.
Nice.
I've never even heard of the new one coming out.
The Acolyte. It's
yeah.
a Jedi story. So
Well, what I read, one of the reviews guys read it. They were saying that in the third episode they start using pronouns,
right.
and the theme is that the Jedi's is a theme of
Imperial power,
cisgender white
Yeah.
male misogyny.
that needs to be rebelled against.
Yes, that the Jedi's collected all the power for themselves, and they're white cisgender men.
That is ridiculous. They're aliens.
They're humans that live on Tatooine.
That's not true.
Well,
There are
some
the
of them are
majority
Yodas.
of the
some of them
Jedis
are
are not
Yodas.
I'm
humans.
just
and-
saying what they're pushing in the show.
That's because they're ignorant and fucking racist.
and they say
pieces of
they
shit.
throw canon completely out
and
the
white
window.
haters.
completely out. Yeah.
Fuck them all,
But you're
one
gonna
at a
watch it.
time. I'm gonna watch it because I want the experience of it for the storyline. I'm gonna be disgruntled when I watch it, but I'm still gonna watch it because I'm a fan of Star Wars, and hopefully,
I heard they throw Star Wars out the window in the third episode.
Yeah, they're not
What does that
worried
mean?
about canon. They're the legacy, the canon,
canon version,
of Star Wars.
that is
just
unfortunate.
out.
I haven't seen it. I'm just reading. This is what people are saying. So
Ever since they brought the bombers that would like drop bombs on destroyers in what was that?
that was the second one, wasn't
8? Yeah, episode 8.
it? Yeah.
And I'm like, but there's no gravity in space. Why are you dropping bombs on top of? Why do you have bombers? I mean, I get the corollary to like a World War II bombing, but like, why are you?
Are these the movies?
The
the
movies,
movie. I'm so yeah. I kind of distracted. Once that happened, I'm like, they're not even bothering with like
regular science.
not even science, but like just regular movie.
They should have had like a
making,
little jet
Physics.
push them at least.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I've
if you're
ever
in space
noticed
and you're
that.
on top of one ship on top of the other, and you release bombs,
It just
It's
stays
just
there.
going to sit
it would
there.
just. sit
Oh,
there.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, it was, but I
The
think
physics is wrong.
I oh my god.
And if you have bombs, why don't you just shoot them from afar? Why do you got to be over a planet,
I think they're spring loaded.
spring
Yeah, they're
loaded?
spring-loaded.
Maybe. Yeah.
They had to pull the pin.
They're powered by
Maybe
water.
they're like that little puff ball that you pull a spring and it's poof.
Yeah, it's like a little fart.
It's like those big balls that you go.
I don't- it's unfortunate. I think Disney in itself has taken a huge hit. You
Yeah.
would think that they
They put the
learned a
wrong people
lesson
in
off
charge.
of what was it, Snow White and the Seven Dum Dums
Yeah,
they put out with.
Why are they not learning? I don't understand where the
I
disconnect
think
is.
they are so far in because it takes years for movies and shows to be made.
Yeah.
And they have so much in
so
production.
These are already.
They
they're
wrote it already.
baked. Yeah, these are already baked. But the Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs,
they pulled it.
little
I-
people.
I think
They changed course.
they killed the movie.
I think they did. They changed course. Yeah.
Hopefully.
Well, what is it called again?
But all these things, the Acolyte
Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
or
The Acolyte. Yeah, the Acolyte.
one AC.
ACOCLYTE.
ACO.
Close? No. ACOCLYTE. There it is, right there. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of women and
It's all women.
It's
is
all
it a
women.
lot of gay
and-
sex?
and
Tons of gay sex.
Yord and
The main character has two mothers.
May. Yes.
Two mothers.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Actually, okay.
Are they
Spoiler alert if you want to watch
Do
it.
they scissor the whole episode?
They do. It's awesome.
They're just like flying through space because there's no gravity. They can
There's no gravity. Yeah, it's like
and he's like, Mom 1, Mom 2.
They're-
Hey,
they're
I'm
like
really
X-wings.
No, it's not a he. It's a she. It's,
Oh.
a,
There's
bunch
like
of,
two.
it's a bunch
They're
of
like
women.
they
All right,
make like
so-
an X-wing.
Look, so I'm going to fill in a little bit of the narrative here, or just a little context. So you've got these movies coming out: Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi, etc. All these other Phantom of the movies
Phantom
coming out.
Menace?
On Disney. No, just additional miniseries is coming out on Disney that reveal different experiences from the perspective of different characters that you admire from those main movies.
Mandalorian,
Yeah.
Obi-Wan.
Yeah. And Ben Kenobi,
yeah.
and I think they're fantastic. They
Solo.
really do.
Some of them are.
Yeah. I think Andor. I think they're
Andor
all-
was great.
Yeah, I think
Loved
there's.
Andor.
Yeah, it was
I
good. I
thought
think
Boba Fett sucked.
I Book of Boba Fett. Yeah.
I haven't watched
I like
any.
Boba Fett.
I haven't watched any of
I
any
liked them
of
all.
them.
I really do. I liked them all, and and I only watched them once, and I'm different. I'm dug in a little bit different from you guys. I really enjoy the whole
Story.
big storyline.
So do
of-
I.
And there's all these little tiny stories that pop up. So this one, the Acolyte, you know what? Fuck them. But it is a little tiny story, but there'll be more. And I'm gonna watch it, and I'm gonna be a little disgruntled about all this
You'll be a lot disgruntled.
shit going on. But at the end of it, it captures a little bit of a story of the Star Wars stuff because it's kind of cool. I dig it. I grew up with it. It's a lifestyle for me.
I'm just imagining you watch it and you're like, motherfucker, you
Well, yeah.
son
Why
of a bitch.
ruin the
You
experience?
assholes.
Is my point.
I can just hear you muttering to the TV
yeah,
the whole time.
Why let
You'll
it
grit your
ruin it?
teeth and you go, ooh, yellow lightsaber.
Yeah, there's a yellow lightsaber.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm out.
Ah.
It's for trans.
No, it cannot have a yellow lightsaber.
No,
Why
you
not?
can
Luke-
have one, but
Actually, the Luke action figure, the original one had a yellow lightsaber.
Is it saver or saber?
Saber. It's like a
All right.
light. Like
It's not
It's a
like
laser
It's,
sword.
it's a
bitch.
sword.
it's not a mustache, not a flavor saver.
Lightsaber.
I had to throw that out there. So many people say it wrong. I'm like, it's not a saver.
Lightsaber.
It's a laser sword.
Yeah, I'm dug in on Star Wars. I enjoyed it. It's too bad based on that. I knew about this coming out, but I didn't know about all the nonsense. But this
I
the
don't know.
Acolyte.
I mean, I rolled through 2 episodes and it didn't like irritate me to the point of checking out yet.
Watch
But
it.
I haven't
Yeah.
been to 3, right? They only have released the first 2. So
So they've set a pretty strong expectation. Now you can watch it and be like, it wasn't as bad as they said it.
And
did.
again, it's
Yeah,
it's
maybe,
all
maybe
about.
it won't, I haven't seen it. Maybe it won't be.
For example,
Yeah,
like
maybe.
the movie Solo.
I mean,
with Han Solo, that movie Solo came out. It was kind of garbage.
I didn't mind
what
it.
did you
I watched that.
Yeah,
think
but-
of
It was
Rogue One,
garbage.
though?
I
Rogue One
enjoyed
was
Rogue
top
One.
notch.
Rogue One was badass,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Top
Yeah,
notch.
but the girl in there is the girl from the dragon, right?
No.
It's not.
No,
It's not. What's
that's
her
in
name?
Solo.
The girl from what's her name?
Oh no, she was
That's
in Rogue.
That's Daenerys. No,
Yeah.
she was in Solo. She was Solo's girlfriend.
Yeah,
Well,
she
that's
was-
what I just said.
Rogue.
We're moved on to Rogue
Oh,
One,
I was talking about Solo.
which also has a girl.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she has a girl too. Yeah. No, they're both cute. But Daenerys is in. Yeah.
We got Felicity Jones that was in Rogue One.
Right.
No,
Correct,
I'm sorry. I was talking about Solo. You guys
And-
moved on very quickly.
Yeah, well, you gotta hang on tight.
Well-
Peter Cushing in there. They
No,
look, the
Peter
Rogue
Cushing's
One.
not in there.
Well-
Peter Cushing died like 40 years ago.
You know what? He was CGI in there.
He was.
Yeah, well,
No, Tarkin was in there
Yes.
briefly.
Forrest Whitaker. Oh.
Yeah, he was. Saw Gerrera, right?
Yeah.
He's really good in that Species. Remember Species?
Feces.
No, not Feces.
Oh, okay.
That's a porn.
All right.
He was really
The
good. in-
Species.
You ever see him in Apocalypse
Is that
Now?
like 2
You ever watch Apocalypse Now?
girls, 1 cup?
I think I saw it. Apocalypse Now.
He was in that.
You guys all
He
talking
was?
about, right? Species with the girl. that's
Species, yes. Natasha Henstridge.
She's so freaking hot.
She's
in
the
that
hottest
movie.
is, like-
alien ever. because-
Ever.
yes,
Like ever.
You got to see her boobies.
Yeah, a little
Oh,
bit.
gosh.
A little bit. A lot. A
Oh,
little
yeah.
bit.
A lot. A
A
lot.
lot.
It was a lot.
There's a lot of alien
Did she do
boobies.
anything else besides Species?
Did she-
Species 2.
She didn't need to. And 3.
Yeah. How much more do you need?
Yeah.
That's a whole career.
She was. Yeah.
Oh,
She
look at that.
was.
You have Safe Search on.
She was smoking hot. No question about it.
Even if she did eat you afterwards. or make you in a cocoon.
What'd you say? You have safe search on?
Yeah, it's all blurred out.
Oh my!
All the movies are blurred.
Look at Jeff protesting.
Boobs, and I like life
Look at
force.
Jeff protesting. You have safe search on. What are you, a pansy?
We're not at
How
work.
do you get rid of safe search?
What are you,
click
gay?
Off.
Wow, like right here?
Unbelievable.
Next one over. It says off.
Oh, don't click on that. Don't click. Oh my God!
now
What have
we
you
see.
done?
Hide my eyes.
Oh.
Oh.
1995 Rabbit reviews. Now we have. Is that a penis?
Great.
Oh,
I
that's
think that's
the
a-
pod.
That's a vulva.
Yeah.
I gotta do.
Oh, that's an arm coming out of there.
I
Oh, that's
gotta-
a head. Okay,
That's a baby arm.
I gotta go to confession again.
Jesus. Well,
Thanks a lot, guys.
Anyways, I'm gonna watch the
Hide
Star
your
Wars
virgin
movie.
eyes.
I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch them all. I
Do you
am.
finish the Bad
yeah.
Batch yet?
No, I haven't finished the Bad Batch, and there's a couple of the other cartoons. I kind of I find time, and for me, I'm kind of OCD about it. I got to watch them all consecutive.
Well, you have to watch the Bad Batch. You have to watch them in order.
Is that a Star Wars thing too?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah.
It's very good. We just finished it.
I haven't seen any of this shit.
And the new cartoon that
animated.
replaces it also
It's so overwhelming.
has-
When you fall this far behind, it's so overwhelming. I
Well-
don't even know where to start.
well, the next one that comes
Just
out,
watch any of them.
the next
Doesn't matter.
animated
They all
one-
have their own storyline.
They're not out of order if I watch it out of
No,
order.
not at all.
yeah, well, you do. You have to watch them in order.
See,
Start with episode
Because
4.
I'm out.
Darth Vader.
You don't.
Yes, you do.
You don't have to.
Damn it! I'm getting conflicting
To get the
information
best
here.
Star Wars,
You just-
it's coming from a Star Wars expert.
Who doesn't
have to
care?
do
Yeah,
about
it
but
in
it.
order.
you get the general concept
No,
of
you
what
have to do it
happened.
in order.
But then I'll be like,
which
wait a second.
They
happens
do
where.
previously on,
But
don't
then
they?
I'll be like, he wasn't even born yet. How could he be killing somebody
Correct.
that doesn't?
There's forecasting
But
and
the emperor's a baby. How did he get over there?
Yoda was really small then.
Yeah, how
no,
did?
no, Baby Yoda is not
Baby
Yoda.
Yoda.
I'll be so confused.
No, they have websites out there that put it all in order for you.
Baby Yoda's fucking annoying. I wish they would do something with him, and they never
No,
really did.
so cute,
He was just
Like,
yeah,
grow
that's all he
up with
was.
something.
adorable.
He was just this little icon that
No, but he
kids
did
would
not-
be attached to.
was
Bullshit.
merchandise.
I watched a couple of the episodes of the Manchurian,
Mandalorian.
Mandalorian,
The Manchurian
And his name is
Candidate.
Grogu.
whatever.
Jesus
What? Shut
Christ.
up.
Did you say
Anyway,
Manchurian?
Baby Yoda moved stuff. He made
did.
something happen. He made
Yes.
like somebody
He
not
didn't
get
do
hurt.
enough.
And he ate frogs too.
But he was a baby.
and
But he was like hundreds of years old.
eggs.
Oh, you guys are expecting way too much from a baby Yoda.
Now, but the thing about a lot of Star Wars movies is that anytime a new movie comes out, they always have these gimmicky little tiny kid-friendly
For
characters.
merchandise.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Merchandising.
for the
look Anakin. It's a little blue thing.
what do they call that at
Bill
McDonald's?
Cosby.
What do they call it at McDonald's? They have the Happy
Happy
Meal.
Meal, yeah.
Yeah, the Happy Meal with the little
Merchandising.
with the little baby Yoda in it.
What was the big?
Dude, you
what was-
guys ate that shit up. When we
Jabba
were
the
kids,
Hutt.
Or
Are you
Jar
kidding
Jar
me?
Jar Binks.
time out. When we were kids, Happy Meals were the fucking shit. Were they not?
Never
Oh,
got
yeah.
a Happy Meal.
You never had a Happy Meal?
No, we never
No.
went to McDonald's. Went to Burger Chef.
Can we have a moment of silence for Jeff's awful childhood?
Well, Jeff never had fucking milk either. He had powdered
You
milk.
didn't
Remember
know-
that?
What, what else did you have? You never had a Happy Meal? You never got the
No.
little toys?
No, did not.
Can I hug you?
I'd get a hamburger and a small fry.
There you go.
And no Happy Meal.
and no ketchup. Did you get ketchup?
Couldn't afford the ketchup either?
Did you get
No,
condiments
we were
with that?
not in a good place.
And then you went back under the bridge?
Maybe some relish, a
Yes.
couple pickles.
Back to the bridge, back to your
Can I
cardboard
have extra
boxes?
pickles,
Did you have
please?
lettuce?
You are so full of shit. You
No.
are being
2
honest.
all-beef
You
patties,
never
like
had a Happy
cheese,
Meal with a
pickles,
little
onions
toy
on the
in
sesame
it.
seed
No.
bun.
Dad, I know you bought a liter of soda pop. Can
No.
I have some of that? No, it's mine for my bourbon. Oh shit!
Damn.
No, and
Smack.
my dad would dole out measured chip servings for us.
Damn.
By chip, you mean French fry?
No, we're not.
Does
British.
that explain everything we need to know about Jeff?
Says a lot.
Could be?
It says everything.
Could be.
Holy cow. We need to have a therapy session
There's
about
a
this.
there's an air of
I'm get-
disgruntledness.
Yeah, well, no, it's an air of I'm going to get nothing, so... Uh-oh.
Oh.
We have a second pour of Larceny.
My
Yeah, this
God.
is 125.
I just spilled the
Okay.
beans.
Normal.
Whatever. It's okay.
Is it time to talk about the bourbon?
You know what? We might as well talk about
Let's
it.
do it.
All right. So,
I was thoroughly confused when Sean first pulled this up because it's the same
it's the sample bottle.
stuff, but it's a lab sample.
Yeah, but it doesn't
So
say what it has.
Our
what it
second
is.
half of the Dudes Like Us podcast bourbon sample is the Larceny Barrel Proof Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. This is significant from the lens of A124. Because if you look at it's kind of like Maker's Mark. They come up with fucking 15,000 different bourbons.
They'll
and
have
whiskeys.
3 releases a year. They'll have A, B, and C. So A is their first release of the year.
Yes.
What does the number have?
I was like, how the fuck do you know all this shit?
A,
Yeah, but-
January of 24.
Yeah, but it is the same mash bill.
And you'll have B, 524. Then you
Bingo.
have C, 924.
All right, so I took my first pull of it, and first of all, you immediately said it was hot when we were out there.
Hot.
I don't taste it very hot. It's immediately sweet,
I think it's hot.
pecan sweet,
It's hot.
syrupy. It's
It packs a punch because it's a high proof.
it is. It's 124.2.
And it tastes it to me.
I enjoy it. This is perfect. This is the
Oh
perfect.
no, I'm not saying
whiskey.
it's bad. I'm not saying it's bad, but you can taste it's powerful. It's,
Yeah, you could taste the proof on it. Put
Yeah.
it that way.
It
Or
could
feel the
probably run
proof.
your car.
it's powerful.
It is good.
All right, so this is the welcome to the 2024, folks. Sure, I know that we already have a month and a half under our belt as.
This
Oh
is
my
a
God.
weeded.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
No, I did not.
I didn't know that either.
So hold on. I saw Laser Craig, so I wanted to get down there. So as far as I'm concerned, a new year starts when Heaven Hill dropped the first of their 3 times yearly batches of Larceny Barrel Proof and Elijah Craig Barrel Proof. I always look forward to these releases. And why might that be, you might ask? Because they're always delicious. And this one is too. Hold on.
There you go.
There you
There you
go.
Wow.
So this is Heaven Hill's Old Fitzgerald line of wheated bourbons, which
Yep.
Jeff read. The Larceny bourbon uses wheat instead of rye as the flavoring grain. In this case, Heaven Hill tells us that the recipe is 68% corn. Remember, to be a bourbon, it needs to be over 51% corn in the mash bill, 20% wheat, and 12% malted barley. This release being barrel proof means that there is no water added to the batch. They dumped, blend, and bottle at whatever strength it comes out of the barrel. And now, of course, sometimes leads to a very hot product like this one, which is over
Yes.
120 proof. The first batch of this was so hot that I was worried about what they were trying to accomplish. It has calmed itself a bit here, and their intervening years, is that right? Intervening years, as well as you may see, are sometimes very hot. All right, take over. Paul.
Oh, yes. Speaking of different batches, if you run across this in the store, how do you know which batch you have?
We talked about that.
Yes, we have. We talked about the ABC, first, second, and third batch of the year. Second part's the number. To this point, it's always been 1, 5, or 9. Month of the year.
Now, hold on.
Came out.
You know what? I was kind of glossing over my part, which seemed reasonable. But this one is a very informative little narrative here, talking about this when it comes to the Larceny barrels. The ABC is on the label. You'll see it, A. And I didn't know that, but the 1, 5, or 9 is the month of the year it came out.
Right.
And the 24 means it's the year. I didn't know that.
Correct.
Yeah.
And the
Elijah-
A, B, or C
the
is
Elijah-
first, second, or third batch.
The Elijah barrel proofs are the same way.
Right.
That's good to know. I had no idea.
Yes.
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 There's a difference between all three.
Yep.
A lot of the years, the C batches, for whatever reason, seem to get the most love.
All right. So it's 6 to 8 years old. It's 62.1% alcohol by volume.
All right, so let's talk about when you smell it. What are you smelling?
Oh, let's see. Let's smell it again.
I can't smell
God.
shit. I got
smell
allergies.
I smell bourbon.
I smell bourbon.
So the nose on the website says it's a sweet almond, caramel, vanilla, mint, and oak.
I always call bullshit on all this.
Yeah,
kind of stuff.
some of it
The
is
nose, the
kind
finish. I mean,
I do smell some almond, I believe.
Do you?
I get caramel.
Yeah.
We have a
Put some clothes on,
a
senorito.
podcast room visitor, the son of one of the podcasters, Mr.
Yeah, look at
Pepe,
you all hot and sweaty.
Stephen.
You want to taste the bourbon?
You see- And tell us what you think the nose is.
You've got herpes all over your hands. What do you
Ass.
say?
Okay,
He said ass.
Ash is not in the list right up here.
I don't think
doesn't
that's what they were
know you.
shooting
Oh wait,
for.
hold on. Sweet almond,
Well, it
not ass,
depends
not sweet
whose
ass.
though.
Sweet ass, caramel, vanilla,
Almond.
Yeah.
mint, and oak.
It could be Jessica Alba's ass.
Ooh,
I mean,
Oh, well, I'm totally all in there.
I'd smell that.
yeah.
Yeah, man. Wow.
Almond.
Almond.
All
So
right.
the taste itself, its mouth, it's got a little cinnamon, almond, oak mint. It's kind of the same thing. The finish is a warm and long with cinnamon mint. You know what? After reading that, I totally can kind of sense the mint. I didn't get that when we were first talking about
On the
it.
nose,
but
you mean?
on the taste, just overall, because it's
you're
you can
right.
smell it.
Finish.
You're right. In the finish, I taste the mint for
Now,
sure.
at the very end, I'm kind of like, all right, well, I can see the mint, and it's not so much the taste of it when it's in your mouth; it's the after part of it.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah.
all right, well, I see it. It's kind of like that taste when you eat like mint ice cream, and it's like afterwards you got that residual.
So here's his thoughts, which I actually think is dead on. This version is drier than recent versions, but it's still very good. It's as hot as or hotter than you'd expect it 124 proof to be. I agree.
I don't.
I do.
I think it's pretty
Recommended if you like hot, dry bourbons. I like it even if it is hotter and drier than I'd usually prefer. It does take a splash of water well.
Negative.
Interesting. I would agree with that assessment, although I wouldn't put water in it. It's still that good. So
So
All
they're
right.
comparing it to some prior ones from last year of
last year,
September. They put out the C brand. The comparison is much sweeter in the nose of the mouth. Blah blah blah. Nobody knows because nobody drinks it or
Or can find it.
retains this type of stuff.
all right.
I wonder
So-
which the other one we have out there.
A long walk.
I'll go get it.
It's too far.
I'll go get it.
I'm kind of curious.
So
I'm
yeah,
kind
we
of curious. Jeff's
we
gonna go
have-
dig it up.
So we have basically the exact same thing in a different year.
So
A different year, different.
So those dudes like us, listeners out there, we actually have a couple hundred bourbons.
Oh yeah,
I
200.
mean,
200.
yeah, easily.
2 minutes.
And we finish a bottle every now and then, and we've got tons, man. So we just collect this, and we buy good stuff. We don't buy the cheap shit. I mean, after Paul started getting wise and
Well, not
stopped
anymore.
buying shit like
We're
Williamsburg, we
much
started.
more selective
Oh,
now.
stop it!
We're much more selective on
Stop
our
it.
bourbons now.
Stop it!
What does it
That
say?
is
What does it say?
B522.
All right, so that's kind of cool now. So I'm like, oh, it's made from 2022. I know what I'm about it now.
Right, and it was the second batch
In May.
Yep.
of 2022.
Interesting.
Booyah.
Second batch in May. Very nice. But I don't
Hold on.
remember.
So
I
you're
think
saying
I-
the second batch in May, so they have more than one in
No.
May?
The second batch of the year.
Oh, okay. So it's just
it was
the
the second.
batch in May.
the
Which
second-
was the second
The
batch?
second batch was in May. Yes.
It's either 1,
'Cause
5,
you
or
said
9.
like the second batch in May. So I
Right.
thought there was 2 batches in May.
No. No. Good point. It is the second
It's
batch,
a little confusing.
which was
Of May.
which happens to be
May.
in May.
Correct. All right. So I don't know what we thought about this one though. I thought we loved it.
Fuck, we had it 2 years ago.
Yeah, I don't remember what if
I don't know.
if Austin were here, he could look up the spreadsheet and
Rating.
tell you what we rated it. But it's time to rate this one.
I'll go look. Let's rate it first, then I'll go look.
Yeah. No, that's not.
I'm
Jeff's anxious to get up. He doesn't like sitting there. Is your butt hurt?
It's kind of sweaty.
I'm actually I'm gonna
It's a
go.
dry.
I'm actually gonna go lower. I'm gonna go lower than the Wyoming.
What a dick.
Hmm.
I'm going 6.5.
I'll tell you what, as
I'm going 6.5
as
on
high
this.
proof this is, I don't think it's as rich as it should be.
Yes, agreed. It's too. The hotness does overpower. The hotness overpowers the flavor.
I'll be a 6.9.
Nice.
God damn it! You know what? No, I'm 7.2.
You can't change it. You already said it. It's been recorded in history.
Okay.
All right. Well, come on, guys. What do you got? Let's go.
I give this. I think I'm right underneath the 7.
6.9.
Like the 6.9. I almost
But
like.
it's tasty.
Oh, it
it's
is.
so tasty.
It is, but I expected more out of 124 proof
I do too. Chuck, what do you got?
these days.
Like a 6.2.
Well, so we're throwing out the low, which is 6.2.
Yeah.
I guess we have two.
I'm kind of meh. I'm
we have
kind of
two
meh on this.
6.9s and one
I
1.65.
I don't know why, but I'm kind of meh on this.
You're gonna meh.
It's all right.
I disagree.
It's not awful, but it's like
It's-
I'm not gonna go buy it.
I would be proud to have this in my collection. So, do we call this is about a $65 bottle, right?
I don't know if it was that much.
I think it's better than the regular Larceny, which is
But
You mean the
other Larson?
non-
that's
just a generic $40.
right.
That's just-
The
I think that's 90.
the 90 proof. Yeah.
price per drink, $4.
Yeah,
33
this
cents.
just-
It's
Retail
really
price.
it's really hot. I mean,
It's hot.
it comes in really hot.
And I mean,
now,
and
it doesn't
it's-
linger, and
Oh, yeah,
that's
65.
okay.
And here's the
and
thing. it's been breathing for a while, and I just took another strong pull. It is hot, still hot.
Yeah.
I think it's
usually
great.
when it breathes and it's been
And if you like that,
sitting for a while,
then go for it.
Here's my
you know.
problem: is it's the realization that I am an alcoholic. I think because
Oh. You
I-
just realized that?
no, you burned
just
off
now.
your taste
I
buds.
enjoy the high proof stuff, man. I really do, and
I think
just,
we all like it, but I think we could tell the difference between this 124 and
Agreed.
another 124 that we had. That
We
is
have had
much slower.
plenty that are not this hot
Yeah,
at this
we were
proof.
just like, wow, I can't believe that's 124 proof
Yes.
or whatever.
Very
Right.
smooth, very rich.
Yeah.
Right.
Any of the preemptions, the
Like
one
the
with
the Elijah Craig barrel proofs. I don't think we called any of those. Those were in the 8s.
super hot.
Yeah, those were
Those were
120
good.
proof too.
It's not bad. I mean, guys, there's nothing wrong with a 6'9", 6'9", 6'5", 6'2". There's nothing wrong. Well, the 6'2" is offensive, but
Mm,
no, I'm kidding.
It's
All right,
my
anyway,
it's my
so-
palate.
All right,
I'm
so
sticking with it.
that's our second bourbon. So,
It's good. It's good.
all right, moving on, gentlemen.
I just
You know,
expected, I just expected
maybe add a
more.
little water or maybe a cube to it and kind of tone it
Yeah.
down a little bit, and then
I don't know. I
yeah.
like it just the way it is.
yeah, again to your
Are you-
to each his own taste, right?
So when you guys have a just a shot, are you at night? Are you not pouring it on a cube?
No, I
Well,
don't.
Sean and I went through this like on Friday when we went and hung out, right? We ordered the same thing. I had a little cube and he didn't, and we each enjoyed it, equally, right? What did we have?
Noah's Mill.
Noah's Mill, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
So-
good shit.
We went to the Holy Grail,
No-
and
well,
they had Noah's Mill for $8 a pop.
oh yeah, it was good shit. Yeah.
That's
eight-
pretty good.
$8 a pop. Come on.
By
That's
the
good
way,
stuff.
But before that, we were at Lazy Dog, and we had a
were.
shot there.
That was a very interesting.
It was an interesting night.
So we had some dude. We had some
You
trans
said they
dude.
like
yeah, totally, yeah.
No, he
And
did.
it was a dude with a beard and makeup.
Yeah, I
right,
was
like
like,
full on makeup,
Oh,
like
yeah. Oh, yeah.
eyeshadow,
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's
eyelashes.
full on.
Yeah.
and it didn't even. It wasn't even a blip on the radar. I mean, it didn't affect me. You know me. I'm going to say it, and I did.
Well, he came out and he goes,
oh no,
dude, I don't mean to offend you.
But
And Chuck's
But-
balls curled up. He's like, oh
yeah,
my God,
balls
what's he
shrunk
gonna
on my
say?
asshole, like puckered, and he goes, but this glass is hot. And I'm like,
Did you call him dude? Did you call him dude?
I don't recall what I said. I purposely didn't say that.
I was
But
like,
He didn't have
But-
those
oh,
pronoun
I was
tags
like-
but the
on.
thing about it is
Hang
that
on,
look,
hang
I did this on purpose
Yeah.
to make Chuck feel uncomfortable. I was like, I don't mean to offend you, and I paused for a long moment. And Chuck was kind of
He's like, here it
he was
comes.
kind
like,
of
bro,
he's like, oh my
Bro.
God.
He's like, I need this. All right, what's going to start?
Here
like
it comes.
I thought, here comes the hate crime.
And it turned out none of that happened. But
Nothing happened.
and
yes.
I was like, look,
But we
man,
were making a salient point that they should take the dishes out of the dishwasher and then maybe chill them before they serve a beer or a beverage in them because they're hot and we don't want a hot bourbon or hot beer. We want room temperature or cold,
Yeah.
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, nobody wants a warm.
Nobody wants a warm.
And
Fucking,
I told him, hey, look, I'm going to drink it, but I'm just letting you know as a customer, and you
I'm
should.
just letting you know.
I'm just letting you know. Stop
Hold
it,
on,
you big
you're
sailor.
saying
Stop
if-
it.
Hold on,
Like, I like those eyelashes.
Oh, dude, his makeup was like manicured
off
well.
the chart. Yeah.
Hold
I
on,
was
you're-
like,
so he was
hold on.
attractive.
Yeah. Sean wanted to
I
fuck him. He
wouldn't
said, I really want to
Wow.
take this guy.
I think you misread my,
Maybe I
body-
did.
body language
well,
didn't have that
okay.
at all.
That may or may not have
Sounds
happened.
like, whoa.
I was like, wait a minute.
Bro,
I don't remember that.
you're
This
turning.
isn't even a backpedal. This is a misstatement.
Oh no, this is a full stop.
Am I being fact checked?
So hold on. So are you saying that if you order a bourbon neat, you don't want it to be hot?
No,
Correct.
look, what I want
Room
is a room
temperature.
temperature. But
Room
they
temperature.
served it in a glass that just came out of the
It was
washer.
140
And
degrees.
it was like super
See,
hot. He poured it in
okay.
there, and I showed up, and I was like, "Yeah, it's
I see. I see.
It
Yeah.
released a lot
Okay.
of notes, and I get it, and I actually kind of enjoyed it from a weird way. But at the same
Yeah,
time,
but that's not the way it's meant to be
I
enjoyed.
didn't want it like that. But the whole thing is that I was talking to Chuck
gotcha.
on the way up there, and I was like, "Oh yeah, they got Charlie from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia there, but he's a black version of Charlie."
Right.
And I was like, "I
Yeah.
hope he's bartending
That
there."
guy was not there.
He
No,
wasn't
he
there, but it
wasn't.
was fucking hilarious. But then when Jeff and I were there, he sounded just like Charlie.
He did.
And And I even told him that. He's like, I get told that all the time. He was not there. And then we show up and it's
RuPaul.
That guy.
It was Catalyst from Apex. It was like crazy.
That's
But
then we went to the Holy Grail and had $8.
Yeah, we went to the Holy Grail, and I'll tell you our experience at the Holy Grail. I apologize.
No.
Let me dive into this real quick. So we went to the Holy Grail right after that, and we were hungry at that time. We ordered some dinner, and they had
pork chops.
Big
so old thick pork chops.
Fucking want some pork chops. They were like, and the guy was like, "Oh yeah, we've been sous videing this for fucking 8 hours," and I was like,
"Hang on,
8 hours, bro?
That's a little long.
That's a little long. That fucker is probably dry as a tainted dinosaur asshole. What the hell? That's like too long, bro."
It was a tasty tainted.
The sauce they put on there,
asshole.
it was very tasty, and the small pieces next to the bone of the pork chop were very juicy and good, but the rest of it was dry as fuck.
So you called it. You called it.
So I proceeded to share with him
constructive criticism.
Who critiqued him?
I was like,
did not.
He said, "I don't mean to offend you, bro.
Please share with your chef that they need to bring the temperature down from 145 to 135. They're going to cook it, and they need to cook it for 3 hours at 135, kill everything, and then they need to drop it down to 110."
Did you seriously say
And then
that?
smack
Absolutely,
that thing
dude.
on the grill. Yeah.
Well, then
no,
you
he gave him a little.
You should have said, "Can I talk to the
It
chef?"
was constructive.
Yeah, but you should have said, "Can I? Do you
Yeah,
mind
he
if I?"
said
If the
she
chef
wasn't there.
comes
He
out?
talked to the guy with the man boobs.
Yeah, it's Mike. I put his name on here.
Don't put his name out there.
You know what though? He was very informative, and he was very.
yes.
He seemed like he wanted to be on the podcast, and he was one of those guys as the gabber. He could talk. He had good recollection
Well,
of
let's go.
data.
Let's go again this. We go this Friday.
We can go this Friday. We'll jump on some of that Noah's Mill for $8 a pop. God bless. That's the way to go.
I tell you what. So I went to the Owl on Monday night.
The Owl.
Oh, I didn't get it.
We need to go back there.
By the way,
Did you have a pretzel?
By the way,
Hold on.
yes,
I didn't get an invite. What's up with that?
I wasn't
Yeah,
there either.
bro.
it was with a different gang.
Come on, Riz.
It's my other crew. It's my
Is it your Indian
It's
crew?
my other crew. No, it's not the Indian crew. It's the other crew. But anyway, we went to the Owl.
Indonesian crew.
By the way,
from the
they're
bobblehead committee.
The tier ones.
they
Look at me.
they tout having the best bourbon selection, and they do. They
Who?
do.
Owl?
Yes.
No.
No.
Dude, their
No.
list is fucking huge.
No.
Who beats
no,
it?
No.
Who beats it?
It's not a matter of having the widest selection. It's about a matter of what is in the selection.
They've got a
Have you
great
been?
selection.
do
Have
not.
you been to Bottle and
They
Bond?
do not. No, stop.
They-
Look, I'm going to slam this right now. Bullshit. Okay.
On Owl?
Fuck Owl.
Do you know what we're talking about?
I know exactly what you're talking about.
We've been there.
We
Yes.
have been there. I've been there like 10 times in the last 2-3 months.
Okay, and why do you think they don't have a good selection?
None of their bourbon is over 110 proof. None.
Okay, interesting.
There you go. I said it.
All right. Well, I mean, that's not
Okay,
That's
so
not
Sean,
what I was
who
arguing.
does? Who does?
that's not what I was arguing.
Well, no, okay.
Okay.
But it is a
Sean's
massive selection
Sean's like
of
they
bourbons.
don't have the upper echelon of.
Yeah. They have like.
When did you start
They
hating
have a
on them?
lot of-
You
you
learned
know,
it when
I
we
love
went to
going
the
there.
Owl.
We love going there.
I enjoyed going there, but their selection is not what you're portraying it to be. It's
I'm,
not.
I'm
a
with Sean, but like
huge
Sean,
selection.
tell me
No.
who has the good selection of upper echelon.
I'm telling you, the Holy
Hot-
Grail was
Holy Grail was
top notch. They had some
pretty good.
badass selections there. Serious.
Interesting. Okay.
But I don't think it was like
But-
nearly as wide,
Look,
right?
I'm
But it
not
just had,
slamming.
like,
I'm just saying it was.
I'm
it
not
was a very
slamming the
impressive
Owl.
selection.
The selection is impressive. It's just not what I want.
I got you. Yeah.
You know, it's kind of like
I did
you
notice.
can have a 15,000 varieties of Bud Light, but I
Right.
still don't like Bud Light.
So I did notice that they didn't have the proof on any of them. I did note that because
Right.
I was looking for the higher proof stuff, but I mean,
They don't
I,
have it.
I didn't know what
I
was.
made
Bottles and Bond does.
I made a
They do.
point.
Okay.
Right here, there's the list right there.
Bottles and Bond is it's right down the tollway from the Owl.
They don't have as many, but they still have a lot.
But they have all the proof. Oh yeah, that's much better.
Yeah, but
you got to put the proof on there.
I do like the Owl. I do because
Oh,
we
so
went
do I.
there and
Yeah,
we
we
had a
love
good
the Owl.
time. But we had a good time there.
We
really
almost did karaoke there.
Yeah, we did. I was there with my wife 2 weeks in a row. We did karaoke. I went up there and I sang "Fucking Just a Gigolo" by
Nice.
by
David Lee Roth.
David Lee Roth
Nice.
At the Owl.
at the Owl,
Very
dude. I
nice.
fucking tore it up, man.
Anyway, their prices are also reasonable, especially during happy hour. It is $2 off anything on the list, right? Which was, I mean, so I was getting Rebecca Creek for $6,
but it was Rebecca.
And we almost got
I get it. I get it.
Henry
I
McKenna
get
tenure for like $8. And then they said, no, that's a
it was
misprint.
$5.
It's $5.
It was $5
yeah.
for the Henry McKinnon when we went there, and we're like,
Oh,
the
yeah.
Henry McKinnon.
Yeah.
And they're like, that was a misprint. I was like,
Misprint.
bitch, whatever. We'll give you this one because it says it on the menu for $5. I was like, how about you give us all of them because it says them on the menu? And
They're supposed to when they do have a misprint.
now, whatever.
Well, they honored it. They did, and then they changed it.
Yeah, they
Right.
did. They sure did. They came out with menus right away. They're like, we got to save our bucks. But, whatever. I don't care. Al's a good place to go. I just wish they would have some higher proof stuff.
What about the bourbon bar we went to without Sean?
Oh,
The,
Here we
the
go.
secret entrance.
There's so
here we go.
Jeff, there's so many we went to without
That's
Sean.
true.
How do
Secret
you?
one. At
How
TJ,
do you
T.
know which
Roosevelt's or whatever
Yeah,
it is?
there's one, the
Well,
speakeasy.
they must have been pretty
Speakeasy.
insignificant
Rare,
with
it's called
your
the Rare
choice of-
Books Bar.
Rare
Yeah,
books,
the rare
yeah.
books.
Well, you were saying the Owl was a fantastic selection.
you have
so
to
I'm
have the-
assuming your
It
shit's
is a huge selection. It's the
Yeah.
most I've ever seen in a restaurant.
whatever, dude.
It really
we,
is.
We have a better selection of bourbon than the Owl.
Okay, I don't know why you're hating on them. I'm just saying.
I'm not hating on
It
them.
was an
I'm
impressive
just
selection.
saying, where?
At the Owl, there's an impressive selection.
Oh, whatever.
I don't know why you are being like this. It's interesting. You
I
weren't like that when we were there.
No, look, I'm telling you, I groomed their selection for my wife and I have gone over there a couple times, like
Yeah.
like a week every week we've gone there because it was like kind of the thing we were doing.
Sure.
And I groomed their selection. I tasted a bunch and I asked them, I
studied
prodded, and I was like asking them, and I was like, hey man, can you please get some stuff? They wouldn't get it, and it's like, you know what, dude, I'm done.
Okay. Well,
But I will go back and I'll continue to drink there when we do go back. But I'm not impressed with their selection
Right.
because it's not the selection I want. You can have
It's all
15,000
80 proof
variations
stuff. I
of
got
soda
you.
pop, and you know what? I don't care. I want this soda pop.
I got you.
You
Okay.
can, if you
I tell you what, this rare books,
Good selection.
a lot of high proof shit too.
It's pricey though.
go on.
And you
Well,
have to have a
oh.
code word to get in.
It is pricey though.
Yeah.
It's like
It
20.
is.
It's like
I haven't been.
$20. $20 for a shot.
It is. It's not cheap, but they have a lot of good shit, a lot of high proof shit as well.
That is impressive. So I'm gonna just say we need to go to the Holy Grail next time.
It's a good place.
Yeah.
Been there a number of
Hold on.
times.
There was another place that we were going to try, Jeff. You had mentioned we're going over to Specs.
No, Boomer Jacks.
Yeah. Oh, for beers.
Yeah, Steve. Well, just for beers. Yeah, their booze selection.
Yeah.
It's probably just But beers, it's $3 pints, I believe.
Yeah, I'm all about that.
Nothing wrong with that.
No, so we
Like
could
all the
excuse me.
time.
We
Not
go to
happy hour
Total
or
Wine. We can go Total Wine, hit Specs, and hit Boomer Jacks. Have a couple beers and head home.
Yeah.
I'm in.
That works for me.
It's 50 cents more than tailgaters. Which
Yeah, that was a bump deal there. So
they all left.
CJ, Casey.
Yeah.
Well, I forget what his name. I apologize if you're listening to this, but is it Casey or CJ?
Casey.
It is Casey.
Yeah.
So he went over to Crown and Lion and Crown, Lion and
Yeah.
so.
Lion and the Crown.
Yeah, is that what it is in
There
Allen?
used
Think
to be
so.
one in downtown Frisco.
Well, there's one in Allen, and they
No,
have
it's
live. Pardon.
But that was different. But go ahead.
So there's so anyways, it's a great venue. He's messaged me directly, asking for us to go out there, and so I think we ought to take the time and go out there.
Where's
and
it
visit
at in
him.
Allen?
I don't know the exact address.
It's
But
at
we'll
the
find
Water's Edge. Little
Waters
shop-
Creek area.
Waters Creek. Yeah.
Yeah, because they have a
Yeah.
community a performance area out there where they have like
Yeah.
live bands play, and there's a bunch of bars around
It's
it.
actually a cool little strip mall ish sort of thing. But say it's strip mall is kind of degrading it. It's a good commercial development with
So overall,
restaurants and
yeah.
bars and shopping and that sort of stuff.
And it's not
and-
like
and
a
natural
bar like
features, yeah.
the Tailgaters. Tailgaters is a typical dive bar, you know.
Tailgaters
Right.
is a strip mall bar. Yes.
We need more of those, though. We need more dive bars. Everything's a high end.
Yeah, I know.
Expensive.
Do you know where the word dive bar comes from?
I do not.
So this is weird. I was watching
From Atlantis.
There it is
no.
right there, Lion and Crown.
So
Lion and Crown.
a lot of the dive bars were bars that were in the basements of some of these buildings.
Right.
I thought they were
And-
like next to the beach for when you went diving.
That is not accurate.
No.
So they
Yeah,
were
throw the
Good
challenge
guess.
flag. Challenge flag.
Great guess, Jeff.
so they were dive bars because you had to dive into the earth to get to the bars
Oh.
because they were in the basements of these buildings.
Mm.
You dive and like the head first down the stairs.
Yeah, it was more
Yeah,
of a
well, after
phrasing.
you drinking.
So
cliche,
what
yeah.
is the most? And when we talk about dive bars, we know what we're talking about.
Sure.
What is the worst dive bar the most dive bar you've
College.
ever been to?
College bar.
Ooh.
Actually,
Yeah, but you and I went to A&M. We had some good dive bars. Like they
Well,
were
I tell you
top-notch dive bars.
we had a bar in Reading, Ohio. It's called Merle's,
well,
and it was about twice the size of this room. And it had 2 pool tables, and it had this old crotchety guy called Merle who owned it behind the bar. And it was $5 pitchers, and we'd go in there and we'd play pool and get shit faced. And it was just
Not like a nickel a drink or something.
yeah,
like that?
it was just
Oh
a
God, penny drinks,
it
any
was
coin
just
drink.
a shitty bar. Had a jukebox. We go up there and load the money up there and play some meatloaf.
and it was sticky and smelly and
It had the regulars, right? So the hardcore
Yes.
alcoholics were sitting at the bar,
right.
and you'd see them every time you go. We go in there on the weekends, and they'd still be there. They're always fucked up, always.
Yeah, barflies.
Yeah, and they're older, right? So when I say older, probably our age now, right? So and past that, I'm just like, and
what's amazing is the local police officers give them a pass. They have to because they know the same guys are at the same bar every time, and they know they're completely fucked up when they leave.
But
oh,
they got like a mile to drive home.
I know.
Is that,
So
is
they
that so
give-
bad?
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. They
Yeah.
give them a pass.
Do they?
I used to bike home.
Do they?
I
Or
don't
maybe they
know.
just arrest them over and over and over and over again. What are you saying?
No, I maybe they're just
Not
not,
in Frisco.
there.
Not in Frisco.
Yeah.
Because I have a friend who was at a bar and all he was doing was moving his car into the parking lot so that he could call a cab, and he didn't want to leave it on the street. And in between moving the car from
Oh,
the street to the parking
no.
lot, they pulled him over and gave him a DWI.
Oh
I'm like, are
my
you
God.
Fucking kidding me. He moved it 800 feet so that he could call a cab, and none of this mattered. None of it mattered.
It doesn't.
No. And,
Hell,
and
if they
boom,
find you
DWI.
sleeping behind the wheel of a parked car with the keys in the ignition,
in a Whataburger
DWI. No, in the drive-through.
in the drive-thru.
No, it's a DWI.
It
They
is.
don't-
Of
they
course
don't,
it is.
They don't
yeah.
fuck around, man.
They don't fuck around.
And look, and rightfully
That's,
so.
it's
because
okay.
look,
Rightfully so.
It's a big deal for drunk drivers. We don't condone it. Nobody should
No.
condone drunk driving. But there are rules in reality. You know,
True.
And here's the thing. The guy probably should have called a taxi prior to that. So therefore, there would have been some sort of, hey, look, I've already made the phone call. Here it is.
I don't know if he did or didn't,
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
but it didn't matter to the case, right?
Yeah.
So the correct procedure is call a tow truck to move your car from the curb to the parking lot.
Yeah.
That's $250.
or just leave it there.
Then call the
Yeah.
Uber.
Yeah,
Hey,
then
look,
call the
I
Uber.
think all in all, especially, I mean, Jeff knows, knows. I mean, because we got fucking pulled over leaving the Revel, and frankly, I was shit faced.
I think that's
And-
why, because you were non-communicative.
Yeah, I was. I
You
was.
sound like Biden.
He's
Dude,
making guttural
No,
noises.
but
in the
here's,
passenger seat.
here's the thing. I heard everything, and I understood everything.
But you couldn't speak.
I couldn't speak, and I couldn't do
Did
anything.
you have type 3 diabetes?
Yes. It was temporary.
I had drunken knees.
temporary brain paralysis.
No, but I felt bad because and Jeff was like, I didn't have anything to drink. It was like, that was the right answer. And I was like, I was sitting there, and I when
Right?
I thought I said was like, that was the awesome thing to say, Jeff. But
And the officer's like, what's wrong with your friend? And he's like,
Is he having a stroke?
And
I just picked him up
yeah,
because he was drunk.
just like I just met him.
And
I have
Tara was in
no
the back
idea.
seat
Guys.
with the
I'm his
window
Uber
down.
driver.
Oh, Tara was in the back.
Tara was in the back seat, probably slurring her words to him as well. I was
Oh,
like,
God.
I'm trying to get these guys home.
What a train wreck! What a train wreck!
I mean,
It was a weird thing, but you know what? I was looking forward to it, and frankly, I was a little bit bitter. But I gotta add a little bit more fuel to the fire. I mean, there was more things going on than just you. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
you had my wife and your wife
There was
there,
drama.
and they were steaming about stuff that was like insignificant and had nothing to do with us. And then all of a sudden, they're like, "Back," at us. And Alan let's be honest. Alan was fucked up.
Completely.
He was fucked up.
It was a shit
and
show.
I was like one of the only sober ones there.
And you're still allowed back in this bar.
You were so sober you couldn't speak in the passenger seat.
He wasn't there.
But that's happened.
That's
Oh, that
more
was
times than
different.
one.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. That
That
was
was
a
a different
different.
night.
That was a different.
I was actually looking forward to Journey, and I was like,
You're like,
Paul's-
where is everybody?
Alan's fucked up. The girls are kind of ornery, and Paul wasn't that bad.
I vanished.
But Paul was he's angry because
I
of some
poofed.
circumstances.
I
And-
poofed. I vanished. I'll just listen to Sean.
Yeah. Anyways, but we never got to see Journey. But that was
okay.
That's your
still-
first mistake.
Oh, you left before Journey even.
Yeah, that
Did
was
we?
when I was
For
bummed
real?
out.
For
You
real?
left before Journey for sure,
Oh,
and
shit.
everyone else was kind of like, "Let's go. We gotta go. We can't go." And I'm like, "But Journey hasn't even started." And I was like, "Oh, we're going out of here right now." And I was like, "Fucking shit." So we go back to the house, and because
No, we don't have to
waited
talk
like
about. We don't have to talk about what happened at the house.
I'm not going to talk about all that, but I'm just saying, Paul got bitter at something. He was like, you know what? And I've done the same thing because when I was at the Revel, I got bitter at something, and you just fucking flight or flight. I walked home.
Fight or flight. Fight or flight. And it was
And it was flight.
And it was flight.
You
It was
resulted in flight.
It was flight.
That's
Oh, party foul.
What
Where's
happened?
my whistle?
Oh my God! What just happened, ladies and gentlemen?
I gyrated.
No,
I gyrated my
he
hand.
spilled his drink. That's never happened before.
red
This is-
card
this is a-
all the way.
Yes, I don't have a red card. Can I borrow yours?
He's gonna.
Party foul.
You guys are assholes.
Why?
That's
You're the one who did it.
that's an ejection, dude. We've never had a spill
been
on the
ejected.
podcast
Yes.
table ever.
You're banned for life.
Banned for life.
It's all right. I can fill my drink up more.
Actually, I think I might have spilled one.
There's more where that came from.
Yeah. Just finish what you got.
We're gonna get electrocuted here. There's so many wires
Yeah.
everywhere. We get you
I
guys.
feel a
Our
lawsuit.
listeners are getting a live listen to a catastrophic.
So I
Bourbon
spilled
spill.
my carafe, my Glencairn glass of A124 Larceny.
That was like $3 worth.
It was
of
the whole
Larceny.
glass. I was actually saving it. I was like, I'm going to pace myself this time because I drank my first one really fast.
This time.
This time. All right. Well, that's
Yes.
Let
Polish
that,
that.
let that
Polish
kind of
that
dry,
table.
and then we'll take a Clorox wipe to it because it's going to be sticky.
That's what she said.
it's completely disinfected this table now.
Yeah,
All right.
but the residue is going to be nice
The
and
residue.
sticky.
Yes, it's all from the wood of the barrel. Okay, now I'm so glad we shared that Rebel
Yeah, so-
story. Thank you so much. That was unexpected.
Chuck
But
brought
it-
up the
it-
Revel, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what?
So-
Look, the
did.
Revel
little
is
bit.
good in very small doses.
Yes.
there was a stretch we were going like
yeah.
2-3 times
went-
a month.
We
Except
went-
when the
we
speaker
went
catches fire.
too many
Yes.
times. We
Too
went
many
times.
old fashions.
Well, the thing is that
Are
when
we-
you go there, we drop $500.
But are we due for another one or no?
Uh,
I'm gonna
You know
go.
what?
I'm
You
gonna
know
go
what?
to the one concert we were
Actually,
talking
Yeah.
that was the reason why we dropped off, because they were stealing from us.
Well,
They
yeah.
were padding the tabs bad.
well, we need to bring our own booze.
Well, we always do. And then we double up and triple up.
Yeah.
We'll only
that
drink-
doesn't stop
We'll
us.
only drink our
That
own.
only like cushions the blow.
we,
No, it doesn't.
we-
It makes
about.
us
We
more
drink our
drunk.
own weight in bourbon.
we suck down the stuff we bring so fast because we're eager to drink theirs.
So we had okay. Let's talk about it. Listeners. Here's the deal. So we went to the Revel. And the concept is like, hey man, we last time because we go there, we drop a ton of money. We're like, fuck,
So
this is
much.
ridiculous. So
So
we went to the
much.
store and we picked up. We're going to buy some Manhattans or old fashions. And so we picked up like 2 half bottles of one old fashioned from Bullet, one old Manhattan from Bullet.
Oh my God.
And I brought it in my bag, and so we're pouring it in glasses, and so that doesn't do anything.
Didn't last very long.
The thing is, we just got fucked up and then started ordering more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And
that's what it is.
The tab was,
Yes.
it was just, you know what?
It literally did not diminish the amount we ordered or would have ordered
It only enhanced.
at all.
And we didn't understand why we were hungover the next day.
I think you're right. I think the fact that we got fucked up on our own shit made us buy more of theirs.
Yeah. So whatever. And then we're kind of like, well, let's just buy beer. Let's drink. Then when it takes like fucking 15,000 beers for us to get us drunk.
Oh no. Anyway, it is fun until it
Yeah,
falls-
but the Revel's good.
until
The
it
Revel's
falls
a good
apart.
place down in downtown Frisco.
It really is. It's the
And-
best live music in Frisco
As
per
far as
se,
the
right?
venue goes.
It
Yeah.
really is. It really is.
Yeah, it's good
despite
stuff.
the speaker fires and
And
all
then-
that.
And some of the
Yeah.
staff that's a little bit less than honest.
But I'll say this: you called him out. I'll give you credit for that.
I did.
You called out and you talked to the manager twice. The next day you talked to him, and then the next time we went, we got a sweetheart of a waitress, and she was completely up and up because
the next time
Yeah.
they screwed us.
Well, they got
No,
rid
they
of
didn't.
a few bad apples there. You know,
Yeah,
I recall
I think
3
they did.
people that were gone.
Yeah, because the one we had after that, it was perfect. Everything was perfect. Like what we ordered was exactly right, and she was honest.
Who's
and-
playing again Friday?
Foo Fighters cover and Chris Cornell from
So, do you
Soundgarden.
want me to get tickets for that?
It's not this Friday. It's coming up. So yes,
do you want me to
yes,
get tickets for it?
Yes.
Are you guys going to go?
What about?
I'm
You're
not
out.
interested.
I'm not either. But what about this weekend? What's playing this weekend? Do we know?
I don't know, but I'm going to go to the Foo Fighters one. So I'll just do you and I. I'll tell you what.
All
I'll
right,
buy
well,
a 4. I'll buy a 4-pack.
Okay.
I'll buy a 4-pack and we'll be done. I'll get Scott Cash.
Yeah,
to do
find
it.
out what's playing either Friday or Saturday this weekend. Because I'm free.
looking.
I'm free.
Dudes like us out there, I have a shout out for a prayer request.
Oh,
All right.
this has not happened before. I like it.
It does not. So this shout out is to Scott Cash, and
Oh,
he
yes,
is a person that's been on the podcast before. Scott had some cancer, and it's gone away for quite some time, and it has perked up its ears again, and it's come back into his life. So Scott Cash is an established guitarist, an established singer. He's an electrical engineer. He has 2 engineering degrees. I mean, he's a smart cookie. He's a well-rounded individual. He's an awesome friend.
He is the
And-
most giving individual I think I've ever met.
He is, and it saddens me
He's a
to
legend.
hear that he's having to go through the struggles that he's going through right now. And I just want for the folk out there that listen to this podcast to give prayers to Scott Cash here in Frisco, Texas.
Agreed.
Agree 100%.
Yeah.
Agreed.
This weekend, I'll go Saturday. Friday is Sunset Strip, a tribute to the 80s, so it's a bunch of hair band shit, probably.
Sunset Strip.
That's
But Saturday,
Eagles. Don Henley.
It's Don Henley, yeah. Down at the
The Sunset
Sunset
Grill.
I don't
Grill.
think that it
Oh, son of a
looks
bitch.
hair bandish
Grill.
to me.
All right.
Well, I'm working at the
Saturday.
Texas Music Revolution.
Well, you may have to skip it. Saturday,
Nice throwdown, Jeff. All right, what's Saturday? Tell us.
Saturday is the Styx tribute
I'm in.
and Boston.
I'm in. Let's do it. Saturday night. Sticks in Boston.
Styx in Boston.
That's got to be. It's got to happen.
What's today? I'll buy the tickets. Chuck, you in this Saturday?
No, I'm out.
June,
I
I got to
June
put my
8th. That's his
tournament out of town.
I'll buy 4 tickets. Are the women going?
Julie won't. She can't do the loud music.
She will not.
She will not.
So are we doing just dudes?
You need to figure this out in the morning. I'll pick up the tickets. I'll make sure it happens.
Take care of that tomorrow. Yeah, that sounds like fun.
Like Journey, I'm in. Sticks.
Oh, Sticks is great.
No, I like
Okay,
Styx.
okay,
We saw them
okay.
live, like the band live.
Chuck, are you not going because you don't like sticks?
I'm not going because I'm out of town.
Oh, well, there you go.
I would also. I would go because it's
But
Journey.
that's Boston.
I would go because Journey. But I would not. Well, Boston's fine, but like I would.
Oh,
are you gonna
hold
play?
on.
Oh my
Full
God,
stop.
my
Full
God.
stop. We just something magical just happened.
No, it didn't.
Yeah.
No, the opposite of magical.
Oh, like opposite of magical.
the opposite.
it-
Okay,
of
never mind.
magical.
It was
My
actually, it had 2 things. It was magical, and it was
magical.
the antithesis of magical
Okay.
at the same time.
So it's like a dark magic.
Yeah.
It was
It was dark magic. Yeah.
Okay.
It was-
butt
yeah.
It was like
gurgling.
Voldemort or whatever his name is. All right, go ahead.
Probably
Yeah,
again
full
why we
on
don't
more.
have
But
Julio.
I don't know. Sticks just doesn't do it for me.
We saw them live and they were good.
Maybe they are, but like it just never connected with me.
Try
But,
the
like,
22.
That's okay. That's
Yeah.
okay. To
No,
each their
that's
own,
fine.
right?
Yeah, to each your own.
Yeah.
And not yours.
Not me. Not so much. Not so much.
I'm kidding. All right, we're good.
I also don't get yes. You know.
Dude.
Yes,
no,
is,
okay.
yes, is a,
They're-
yes,
They're-
yes is
Yeah,
a
again.
progressive band.
And
though.
they're-
Yeah, it's a prog, right? And there's a lot of people that don't get Rush either, right? But I love Rush.
I have a band
But-
to throw out
Okay.
that I want to get
Okay.
your guys'
Okay.
opinion
Okay.
on because I'm on the motorcycle and Shelly and I are riding out in east of 75 on these New Hope Road. It's a great windy road,
All right.
and all of a sudden
22.
Supertramp comes on.
Yeah, they have a couple songs.
It depends on the
Exactly.
song.
Hold on.
It depends
was
on the
Take
song.
the Long Way Home.
Take
I
the
was
long
like,
way
I was
home.
like, dude, this song fucking rocks.
Yeah, they have a couple good songs.
Lonely days and the lonely nights. Take a trip to the city lights and take the long way home.
Yes.
But take the long way home.
You know,
It was really good.
You know how gay you guys sound right
Totally.
now.
That was
Oh, my God.
But I'm telling you, Supertramp's got some good shit.
Okay.
like
Also,
3 songs.
Okay, maybe 4, but
Yeah.
it's still,
yeah.
but it's still good stuff, you know. But
Who's
Supertramp,
the other one? Steely Dan. I feel the same way about Supertramp as I do about Steely Dan.
Steely Dan's
It's like-
kind of a.
It's like hit or
Steely
miss.
Dan,
Some of them are great, and some of them are like
Exactly.
they're extremely talented
back me out.
musicians.
but how
Yeah.
many bands
Back me
do
up.
we know
But-
that have 3 or 4 great songs, but they're still underrated?
how many
right?
And that's the way I
really
feel about
flourish
Styx and Yes. Okay,
with who's a rock
Fair
band
enough.
with a flautist? You know,
Jethro Tull,
Jethro Tull and Steely Dan, right?
right? Yeah, flautist, jazz flute.
What
Do you play
what was
jazz
the name?
Jethro Tull.
Jethro Tull. Yeah, that was the lead singer.
I love
Mr.
the
Tull.
I love the finger
Mr.
flow you got going over there. I mean, that's why we need video. Jeff, not why we need video.
Well,
Yeah, not video on me.
Welcome to the stage, Mr. Jethro Tull.
Oh, the
That's not his
the Burgundy John was it Jim Burgundy?
Ron Burgundy.
Damn.
Ron Burgundy would enjoy us with the jazz flute.
I tried turning him down. He just,
It doesn't happen.
Yeah, no, it's second half.
Yeah,
It's the last half of the second half. It's prime Chuck time.
This is where
Prime
you,
Chuck.
This is where you back away from the mic just a little
Yeah.
bit.
Okay.
Just a
Prime
little bit.
Chuck roast.
There you go.
You.
oh, then he
I'm
broke the
breaking
clock.
things.
No,
Shit.
I'm not. I just knocked over the clock. I didn't
Love
like
this. This is
spill
great.
half a carafe.
Okay, you're
of-
still creeping into the mic there.
All right,
Just-
so
all right.
I will take care of tickets for the Foo Fighters for you and I. We'll
right.
go there.
Rock
We'll
on.
just rock. I'll do that alone, and we'll set up for this weekend for the 3 of us. Shall I buy 6 tickets just for the hell of it?
don't do anything until the morning. We'll talk about it, and then I'll find out if the wives are involved. You said
I'll double check to make sure.
Julie might be in. If she finds out
She's
Tara,
not in.
if Tara Shelley coming,
I don't think
It's
Julie's
the-
in. She doesn't like loud.
It's the loudness that gets her, but I'll double check with
I
her.
have
Can she wear like earbuds
I
or
was going
something?
to say I have earplugs. We can make it work. It'd be fun.
She can have these big old fanny
Big
packs
old
on it. She can look
puff
like
things.
Princess Leia.
Yes,
Nice.
with the
Cinnamon
braid
bun?
and
Ooh,
everything.
she
Can
could
she
wear
wear the outfit?
bikini?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
well. I'm
Oh,
gonna-
that's on you. I mean,
Is
that's
she
up to
going to be
you.
on the
got-
the Jabba Hut?
We got that downstairs,
the
yeah.
ship?
I'm the Jabba.
She's gonna be laying on you. Wow.
Luke Skywalker, John.
No, you have to work Jeff into the Jeff.
Well, Jeff, you, Jeff, too much bourbon. Too much bourbon.
Too much bourbon. Yes, no shit.
Are we really ending this podcast on Jabba the Hutt?
Yes, we are.
We're not into this bourbon. This podcast. This podcast is halfway through right now.
Really?
Yeah,
I like that.
I have no idea.
And we have a second pour going on with everybody here.
Well, Sean spilled it.
Oh,
Okay.
I spilled mine,
Wait, he
so that
spilled
works. You guys.
yours? Nice. That way to work that.
Well, look, this is a dude's like this moment. Like Jeff's experiencing, like he doesn't fucking have a job right now, which is like a big kick in the dick.
It
Yeah,
is.
it is.
Yeah,
Dick.
so you know, like he can take. You know what? Right now, it's kind of like when I was slow with work. People are like, "Hey, man, you know what? Take advantage of it. Relax, have fun with it. You know, be
It's hard to
responsible."
do.
It is, but
Dude, it's
I
hard
encourage
to
you
do.
to try to do the same thing.
I have been out of work a stint of 6 months, 5 months, and 3 months, different periods of my life. The only time it was relaxing is when I knew I had a job lined up at the end of it. That was the only time. The rest of the time, you think, oh, I got extra
Agree.
time.
Yeah, you got 6 weeks.
yeah,
Yay.
and I even have
And like-
severance maybe. And
yeah, but you always have a job at LeBaire, so you're always set.
yes, you do, Jeff,
Yeah, there I go. Yeah.
at the Bear. Yes, of course.
Yeah.
And I have connections. No, we feel for you, man.
Oh.
I feel for you because I know it's stressful. You don't know how long
Well-
it's going to last.
Well, that and it's getting harder the older you get,
Yes,
and the fact that you're a white male.
but you're gay.
mid-50s.
Hold on, you're gay.
No, I don't match any of those checkboxes.
Yeah.
Check the
Well,
box.
look, all in all, guys, Jeff, you've
Yeah.
had a horrible past 2-3 months.
Oh yeah, it's been tough.
You know, you
Yeah.
lost your father.
Yep.
God bless him. And you know, you've had a struggle, and
Yeah,
you
it's
know,
been difficult.
I've silently prayed for you, hardcore.
Yeah.
And I can't fathom, and I take into consideration my pop, and I think about it, and I'm so thankful that he has his faculties, and
my only advice to you is spend as much time as you can now, because it could change very fast.
Yeah, and weirdly too, because you even said he's not the same, but in my mind, I was kind of like, he was the last person that was here, but he wasn't. I mean, I saw him, and of course, he declined a lot more by that point.
He came on the podcast, right?
He was here, but I don't think he wasn't a published podcast. We have a recording of it.
He recorded.
And I don't know where that recording is at.
I don't know where it's at.
We need to search for it. But he was on here, and I know he didn't have a fantastic time, but he did have input. And I'm kind of curious to revisit that. And I know I have uploaded several gigabytes of Wave post podcast with your father on this. So we'll figure that out.
All right.
Well, Debbie Downer on that. But hey, look, shout out to the Larceny crew. We've sampled not one but two of theirs. We sampled the this past one. We did the God damn it, where's it at? It's a B922. So
that's the B522.
There you go. It's the B522. So it's the
that was previous
2022. So we just sampled that now. Did you try it?
What?
That's not this is the first one. Yeah, this is like last year's.
2 years ago.
All right.
Well, man, we bounced all over the place.
We did,
but
and we
it was
covered
good.
nothing what
it
we
was
wanted
good.
to.
It's okay. We always cover.
And you know what?
We cover the important things.
We didn't cover what I wanted to talk about was my brisket experience. I sous vide a brisket.
Well, let's try to do a podcast because I'm leaving Tuesday morning. Let's try to do one
Thursday,
Monday, Sunday-ish time frame.
What about Thursday?
Are you out?
Tomorrow?
Oh, that is tomorrow.
Yeah, Thursday's tomorrow.
We actually could do another one, and it would be okay. I know you have reservations about back-to-back, but we would roll just like we did tonight.
I'm okay with doing Sunday. I'm backlogged on work. But look, whatever. Listeners out there, thank you guys for listening. We're super thankful that you tune us in. This is June 5th. This is the second half of the Dudes Like Us podcast. We've got lots of topics lined up for the next one coming up.
We do.
Whatever the fuck it is.
We always have so much to talk
Chuck, the Chuckster, back 24 months ago.
Back in the flesh. In the flesh.
Chuckasode's back.
Dudes Like Us, I'm Sean.
I'm Paul.
I'm Jeff.
And I'm Chuck.
See you.